Well, howdy once again, gamers. Welcome back to the couch, where you and I will sit down and watch an analog horror together because watching something scary is easier with a friend. I'm a little off my game today, if you couldn't tell. I'm having a bad hair day. It looks like I have a flat top and I can't get it to be fixed. I tried putting a beanie on, it didn't work. I don't know what this is, so I'm kind of all over the place. But I really wanted to record. It took me a really long time to, get motivated, to actually get everything set up and get ready to record, because this series, I haven't seen anybody talk about this one, and it has intrigued me to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to cover it, because I've been in a very liminal, backroomsy space as I like to be. I've been delving into playing some backrooms games, some more liminal games, megastructure games. On my National Freak channel, I played a demo of Moto Slice to kind of test out my new PC, and honestly, I'm really looking forward to the whole game coming out. Editing Nick, you know what to do. Pa-pa! There's the video. Please go watch it. The game is really fun. Watch it, download the demo, and wishlist it. I highly recommend it. Anyway, so after I played that game, I'm like, well, what other analog horror out there is gonna wet my whistle? But I couldn't find a good one, or I've already covered all of them, or all the ones that are just like different tours of the back rooms or liminal spaces or the pool rooms for the bajillionth time, or all of those animated Instagram channels I always find. It's always just showing off like animation techniques, which is great, but it's not really a story.
And then I found something
that hit just right. I saw one other person, somebody I don't even subscribe to, cover this, and I said, I have to check this out. It sounds cool. So what are we checking out today? I have to pull it up on my phone because I literally don't know how to pronounce it. It is called Apocrypha Hominis. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to Google it because I don't know. And I just looked up what that means in Latin. Yes, I know that is Latin. And it means roughly the hidden books of man, or the ancient book of man. And I have no idea how this relates, but all I know is we're in for a liminal treat, is all I can say, I guess. So there's only 4 or 5 videos in the series, and they're relatively short, so this isn't going to be super long, and I don't know if the series is ongoing yet, or if there's any secrets to be had. So, you already see how long the video is going to be, so strap in, grab yourselves a nice beverage, a snack, and get cozy. Put on some headphones if you got them, or if you're like me, don't be like me. As we jump into Apocrypha Hominis.
Video 1. Selva Oscura. Description. For I created them free, and free they must remain. Quote on the grave of Lieutenant G.H. This is the story of 2 people and an immortal.
Alright, so before I jump into this, we're going to watch all the videos all the way through because they're relatively short. Unless anything major happens, I'll pause it then. But I've been told whenever there's a lot of stopping and starting, it kind of really throws off the flow of the video. So I'm going to just watch it all the way through, and then we'll go back and cover anything hidden, unless it's insane. Because I can't ignore the insanity. Some program. What was that? Whoa. Okay, screw it. No. Oh. What is this? I think there's a lot to go over. Chinese characters? What in the hell? Definitely some kind of liminal space. What? Experian has been updated. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go and read that. The heavens are bleeding because of you. Damn. Oh, there's that yellow. Gotta love that yellow. The back rooms. Awaken. Oh, it's like falling apart. God, there's so much. Awaken. In a few languages. Hermes integration site? Oh, there's so much in this. Oh my lord! There's so much foreign text. I hate what I wouldn't give to be a smart foreigner right now and not a dumb American. Okay, so that a lot happened. But obviously this is some kind of simulation where it's like a backroom portal, Kane Pixels kind of vibe. But there's a lot of little details we gotta comb through this thing and find. Okay, here we go. Are there captions? Oh my god, there are. Shit. Okay, so it looks like they're creating some kind of dome for Experian, which I guess is the name of the program. The pilgrim moves through gate and wall. His will pushes him on. This is hidden in the captions. Interesting. The dragon's mind drifts to consciousness. Men's angelic Oh, I guess that's the translation. The dragon's mind drift to consciousness. So I guess that's what this means in Latin. The altar brightens. Deeper and deeper, the overseer digs, desperate to see the tomb he created. So it's like hidden inside of this program? Yet it is not untouched. Interesting. So experience.ftx has been updated. Now that's interesting. I'm going to go to the comments and see if they said anything. The heavens are bleeding because of you. Oh, past the lunar barrier, the dragon can take form in a realm of heat and gas. And then it is in Latin. Wait a minute. The sphere... It said the lunar barrier. Are they on the moon? Is this on the moon? That'd be sick as hell if this is on the moon. And it's like crashing or something. So this says Hermes insertion site. The burning heat of the atom for the heart of the dragon. That sounds like a nuke. Okay, so we know the organization is called the USOF. United States Orbital Facility? And is that Earth? It doesn't look like Earth unless it's like clouds or whatever, but what is this? And what language is that? Is it Greek? It looks Greek. Oh man, I got my work cut out for me. At last awakened. Subject located at floor Venus is in status hibernating. Subject USOF, subject arc, alpha, omega? No, what is the little... This is Greek, because that's the omega symbol. That's not... Is that the alpha symbol? No, I don't know. But that's an omega, so maybe it's like alpha, omega. But what is that thing? It's like a snake wrapped around something. Okay, so I think we're on the moon, and I think there is some facility on the moon, or some portal, or something. But it said something about lunar, and all of the captions kind of are very symbolic to some kind of nuclear energy, because the heat of the atom or some kind of explosion or some kind of like massive like energy source or power is something to do with the moon, given the sphere-shaped thing. And then Hermes and the pilgrim kind of allude to like the pilgrim's journey, and Hermes is the one that guides the pilgrim through hell. So that is that right? He's a Greek god, and it's Greek letters. Well, there's a lot we don't know, but I'm gonna translate this stuff, and we'll see if this says anything else. Holy shit! I got it, and it's dark. So y'all ready for this?
I will find this man and use him.
That goes hard, brother. That is terrifying. So I'm going to try one more thing. So I was like, what the heck does this say? And it literally just translates, the heavens are bleeding because of you. This translation says the heavens are bleeding for you, but I don't know if that's just Google doing its weird thing. Because the next thing says the heavens are bleeding because of you, not for you. So we know that someone is going to take this man and use him, and the heavens are bleeding for them. And there's the pilgrim, there's Hermes, there's the moon. I can't translate the logo. It wouldn't work. I don't know how to get Greek characters. I also don't know what they mean. Because I am an uncultured swine. So, we know nothing. We're moving on. Next video.
Video 2. Mayor Chrism. Description.
Consult 15604159 for additional information, or ask your medical superior for our information.
Okay, before we start video 2, I totally forgot to translate the title of the first video and this second video. So the first video's title is Selva Oscura, which translates directly from Latin to Darkwood, but it more along the lines is a spiritual, like, darkness, and it originates from Dante's Inferno. I called it! And then the other thing I called is the next video's title is labeled after a crater on the moon. Boom, we're on the moon, and it's about Dante's Inferno. I'm hooked. Let's go. What is that? Is that a giant megastructure? I love megastructures. What you doing, buddy? So this has to be on the moon. It's gotta be. It's so moon colored. Rock. Oh, this is they showed this in the first video. Where are you? What? Jesus Christ. Is that a phone booth? I mean, obviously, the phone's ringing. He seems way too nonchalant, so this must be like a normal place for him-ish. Dude, pick up the phone, please. Your mind is open to my voice, and you will hear my language.
How can I?
You will travel through every circle ahead of you, and I will allow you to see what lies waiting in the deep. So we're doing a Dante's Inferno right now. But you are not invisible. That man will follow you with dangerous precision. Even knowing this, you will walk on because you will know. Darn it. Even knowing this, you will walk on because you will know why these broken halls lay quiet. With my word, you will see. Interesting. You just get smacked? the Usav. Oh my lord. This tape is only to be shared amongst those with the highest clearance in the parapsychology field of Usav US and Usav Japan. So it is Japan. For studying the pre-consciousness of the 40th subject. The following test takes place several times between the dates of Valentine's Day, February 14th, and April 1st. H30? Is that what it says? What kind of date is that? Is that like a scientific-y way to write a date? Okay, so, again, ignorant American here. I didn't know that there's a specific Japanese calendar, and H30 refers to Heisei? You know what? I'm just going to have Google pronounce it for me.
Heisei 30.
Heisei 30, which is reference to the 30th year of the Japanese Heisei calendar, or era, or 2018. So this is in 2018. Oh my god, it got easier to read. The test involves the 40th subject responding to visual stimulus and describing by word association what they thought in the moment. This helped create a baseline for the subject's precedence function, so that when further tests produce changes in the psychology of the interior presinus, this test could be used to determine the effects of the 40th subject's psyche. Okay, so they're doing something with their brain. Tell me what you think these are. A plum. Something beautiful, something looked at and admired. This is loud. Something eaten, humans take to feel beautiful, to taste it, a fruit that bleeds. I hate to bleed. Yeah, me too. Oh my god, it's loud! Creation. People wish to create. My body bleeds when it wishes to create. My body keeps bleeding. Do people find it beautiful when I bleed? Knowledge. I bleed so that others will know things. Man was created not to know. Man chose to know. Why they're punished? Why were they punished? Did man want to create it? Danger. The size of the world, cold pain. A sky that screams, hatred. Hatred. Do I bleed to destroy hatred? Do I bleed to save others from pain? Do I suffer because others should not have to? Whoa. Okay, hello. So this does have something to do with the moon. But what exactly? Because the megastructure makes me think that it's like a real facility, but at the same time, I think he's definitely in a simulation. If the first video were to go off of anything, he is in a like Dante's Inferno, 9 circles of hell kind of simulation here. But why the moon? I didn't check the description. The simulation or these tests are taking place on a facility on a mountain in Japan called Mount Roko. Because it looks like it's a mountain range in the Hyogo prefecture of Japan. It looks, and I'm looking at pictures on Google, it's a very beautiful place. It looks like there's actually scientific facilities scattered all throughout this mountain. So what do we know right now? There are some tests going on for the 40th subject. There is some Dante's Inferno's references, as far as like the walking through the circles of hell, Hermes, the pilgrim, and then we also have angels introduced. Like, did man want to know like what they are? Why am I bleeding for all these men? Like this man, I'm going to use. There's so much going on. There's spiritual stuff going on, government experiments, megastructures, liminal spaces, the works, buddy. There's so much happening in such a short video. There's a lot to unpack here. Next video.
Video 3. Besatha Infotape. Description.
Before we start, we're going to go through the description and the title because they're actually saying something. I know you just heard it, but we're going to redo it. And so the title of this one is interesting because it says Bethesda, which I think the guy said in the last video, like he saw it on the floor. It says Bethesda infotape in all one word. And then the description is just some coordinates. Sorry, my desk is a little off tonight. It's a weird one. We're doing some deep dive. We're also trying to talk. Okay, so I put in those coordinates, and I forgot you have to do like north, south, east, west, and know like which direction it kind of is. So I did all the combos, and the only one that stuck out to me was like the middle of Jerusalem in the Middle East. I don't know if that's significant, but let's watch the video and find out. The Usav. Boy, here we go. The following tape is for the eyes of the team working on the Bethesda procedure at RMF only. Any viewership beyond this, with the exception of Chubb members, who override clearance automatically as per the Universal Law Accords of 2000, will result in criminal charges and subsequent punishment by the USOF enforcers. Did the US and Japan merge? 'Cause that's what it's sounding like. Like otherworldly phenomenon, haha. Introduction. What can we do with this? Investigation, resolution. Running across the back of your head. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That was a whole document. That was a document. Okay. We're locking in, dudes. Okay, let's read this first. Running across the back of your head is a scar. Do you feel it? I've forgotten what the sky was like down here. The feeling behind my eyes is growing stronger. They will not understand. They will not understand. Oh my Lord. So this takes place 2018. Oh, okay. So this actually tells us what the meaning of that organization is. The Universal Society of the Free. Join the US-Japan division. What the hell? Subject. Delivery of blank and subsequent astrological discoveries. This document must be subject to translation before delivery. Oops. See if we can get a clearer picture. Oh, that's a really good one. So it looks like it's January 2018 by director Akira and director Hiller. I am pleased to announce that as of January 4th, the Hephaestion Mining Group, which has composed of private contractors and USOF supervisors, can now officially be dissolved. This is in light of the group having met its quota of 100 metric tons of redacted material. This stock will be shipped to the RMF, Japan. Oh, the Roanoke Mountain facility. Got it. Japan sometime within the week beginning January 3rd. The stock has been assessed for quality, including its purity, viability, and practicality. The stock has received an A-grade geological rating. With that in mind, it is now appropriate to describe additional information pertaining to the mining efforts of the Hephaestion. In the last report of the mining project, 3 of the privately contracted Hephaestion testers mining across the Australian streamfield in Bossy. Okay. Sorry, it's scrolling. I'm trying to find the best quality to read this. So with that in mind, blah, blah. So drilling an Australian strewn field in Bossy, something, blah, blah, China, came across a series of Pleistocene era stone. I'm not even going to try. That word era stone tools that have been attributed to a population of Homo erectus individuals present in the area during and before the impact that created the Strema field. Okay, so it looks like it's a comet or a crater in Australia. It appears that these tools were in part fashioned out of blank deposits after the impact. The tools below a layer of charcoal are made of local sedimentary rocks, while those above have been confirmed to be made of naped redacted. Such tools include axes and spearheads, as well as a series of needle-like tools. The purpose of these, initially unclear until after further investigation into a mass grave site dated about 300,000 years ago, a series of holes in the skulls of Homo erectus displayed similar sizing to these carefully naped needles. They're needles? The current theory is that, in a manner similar to tempening, that developed 7,000 years. What does that say? Trepanning. Oh, okay, so trepanning actually was an ancient form of neurosurgery where they would put tiny holes and drill a hole into the skull for some type of healing purposes. And they would be awake and alive. Holy shit. That's... Ew. There's a picture. I'm not putting that on screen. That's crazy. They burrow a hole in the skull. Can examine the brain? That's nuts. Okay. Homo erectus was using these tools as a form of early surgery. Knowing that the properties of redacted, as we do now, it appears that this practice may have resulted in the forced evolution of Homo erectus and is potentially the reason for the advent of early humans at that time. Around that site, attributed to the same tier as the mass grave site, a set of cave paintings indicated a group of beings engaging with what is understood to be the Homo erectus population at the time, showcasing a technique of using these tools in a surgical manner. Far earlier paintings, dated 1 million years ago, display such beings showcasing the use of fire to Homo erectus. Akihara, the director, I do not for a moment believe that this is a coincidence. In my personal opinion, these beings present in these paintings are responsible for the development of humans, forced evolution, just as we're trying to do now at the Epherian, at the RMF. If nothing else, this is just another confirmation we need to go ahead with the Bethesda procedure. Your ideas were heaven sent. These angels, as I believe them to be, gave Homo erectus the same chance they are offering us now. Holy shit. Only now, our continued evolution will finally be able to completely realize that chance. The gravesite is a symbol that they failed. We will not. And we will be able to finally see these angels, just as you predicted. Damn, okay. It wasn't aliens that helped humans a long time ago. It was angels. They were sent down and they gave humans this weird material that whenever they drilled it into their heads, it forced them to evolve and become intelligent. Oh, that's so interesting. And then there was a mass grave site. So it looks like this was attempted like 1 million years or 300,000 years ago in this crater site. It seems like they failed. These angels failed to evolve humans. I mean, maybe some of them did, but it looks like they ended up just killing them all because they were a failure. And now the angels are reaching back out to humans to evolve them once again. But why? We move on.
Has long been elusive to even the greatest minds. However, as the USOF's very own parapsychologists have developed new techniques to transport themselves into the human mind state, we have since discovered the area responsible for that very thing. The anterior precuneus, located in the superior parietal lobe of the brain, is directly connected to the human sense of self. Ego.
Oh, self and ego.
The discovery of the root of ego has allowed the USOF to directly interact with the soul. Since the year 2000, the soul has been an integral part of the USOF's development. It is the origin of our defenses and our attacks. With it, what was once magic is now our utility, our arsenal and our shield. By committing our soul with faith, we are able to manifest actions, energy and entities in our world.
What?
The connection between body and soul is not constant or unchanging. It is fluid. Through the use of tektite we are able to stifle the ego barrier and create an out-of-body experience. But what is an out-of-body experience? When the soul leaves the body, we are left with a perfect, usable vessel. By purging it of ego, the human body is freed of original sin.
Okay, whoa, I'm sorry. That's insane. And that is the coolest concept I have ever heard. But being freed, you are able to extract basically your soul, and you leave the body free of original sin. Oh, that's insane.
With this revolutionary technique, the human body is now a suitable vessel for angels.
The archons.
Tektite, a material found after the remnants of meteoric impacts, has been found to be capable, when used in the pecunious, to stifle the connection between body and soul. Using our specially designed dephysicist system to administer tektite to the brain, the following is possible.
Okay, so the redacted stuff from that document is called tektite. Like the Zelda enemy. Angel. Human. I am... Oh, darn it. No. There was some captions earlier that said, make the body suitable for the archons. But the video said angels. I am Raphael, one of the 7 angels who stand in the glorious presence of the Lord, ready to serve him. Hello? Oh, okay. I think, what? This is like this is like the unorthodox kitten stuff. There's so much happening. Then Raphael said, I know, Tobias, that your father will open his eyes. It took away the halo. Therefore, when he went... I'm too fast. Therefore, when he went to seek a man, he found Raphael, who was an angel.
A new being is created. These beings will be designated Nephilim and will have greater access to the utility of the soul than the current enforcers of the USOS. This will provide an ultimate solution to the
defense against demonic forces. Okay, so they extract the soul and then they merge it with an angel, and then that angel possesses the body, because since the body is now freed of original sin, the angel can inhabit that body now. And those are called the Nephilim, which are an actual biblical thing where angels breeded with humans. Parapsychologist Turin attempts to connect with the mindscape of blank post-surgery. I'm assuming it's the 40th subject. The belief is they made connection with the mind of an angel instead, and were subject to the following visions of God. Wait a minute. Is that a black hole? Oh, it is. It's freaking out. I'm freaking out. The Bethesda procedure was subsequently deemed a success, and the first communication with an angel was recorded via thought-to-graphic imaging. Dr. Turin remains catatonic. I mean, can you blame him? Holy moly. Okay. So Jerusalem makes sense for the coordinates now. It's probably for the guard, like, what is it? The perceived area where the Garden of Eden was located in Jerusalem. So they were able to find this tektite material, and once it's injected into the brain, they sever the self because it's actually like a chemical in your brain and it's like your soul. So whenever they were able to traverse the mindscape, they were able to like send the soul into the angel's mindscape, and they saw what the angels saw, and it was God, but God was just a black hole. I think God was a black hole. I mean, he was freaking. I mean, I would be going crazy too if I just got sucked into a black hole and the angel's like, this is God, by the way. The fact that you are freed of original sin to the point where now an angel can contact you, that's crazy. I love that. That's cool. Next video.
Video 4. Suicide Planitia. Description. To Lieutenant Hendrickson.
Happy Easter. I don't know if you're big on celebrating it, but I was just hoping you're taking the time out you need before engaging in this discovery further. I'm afraid I won't be able to visit you. They stationed me at Nirvana for the next month, so I'll be pretty out of reach for a while. I hope your daughter enjoys her gift, and that, in investigating the transmission, you remember her when taking those risks you seem addicted to taking. Don't be so self-destructive. Please. Tanaka.
Encrypted email sent via private internal network.
After translating the title, this is the name of an area on the surface of Mercury, which is also like a smooth plane with random craters on it. Not sure exactly how it correlates yet. However, there's also the description, or Lieutenant Hendrickson, remember your daughter while you're doing this, because I don't want you to get hurt. Just remember she exists and you need to be there for her because you're addicted to doing these. So this makes me think, because the first shot that you're looking at is, again, this guy walking around the megastructure. And if we go back to video 2, there's the guy who's there. What if that is the guy that this person is addressing in this message? They're like, and he keeps diving back into the structure because this is the structure of the angel's mind. And now the angel is walking him through this. Like, hey, you figured this out. You chose to be here. Now, are you ready to accept what the truth is? Are you ready to take this leap? Because if you do, it's going to be hard. They're like warning him, like, you chose this path, and now you have to stick to it. Let's go. Is it a face? It is. Is that an angel? What is that one? See, if this is a mindscape, how did... Oh, because they had that device. They said that earlier. They have a special device to record these things. I can tell with these... Oh, he's in Akiharu's head? Unless this is actually the facility.
Again, 6,000 kilometers.
Roger. 675 signal unconfirmed, over.
Target 5,000 kilometers.
Hermes transfer system.
What about the airfield coming in at 3,000 kilometers and 200? Detect 3.
Calling from 200.
Roger, 10 seconds to contact. Find the IMS system. Over.
Manner speed 5 seconds to contact. Flight 200.
Roger, 200.
3, 2, 1.
Contact confirmed. Base system engaged. IMS is ready to receive. Over.
Deploying
Contact to angel. Hang on. Whoa. Whoa. So here it says contact to angel confirmed. Transfer to RMF complete. Butterfly, so like a transformation symbolism. Simulation on solar aerodynamics on HTP approach. Hermes transportation, whatever. Hermes transfer probe. There it is. On approach to target through solar winds. So we are in space. So we are going to in space. This isn't like mental stuff. Oh no, that was a simulation. Target approaches. Target makes contact. We recovered a soul, Director. What makes you think we can contain something like that? It'll be contained because we have no other choice, Turin. You forget. Our survival depends on this. So there's so many things happening. So they're able to like traverse each other's mindscapes. But then there's also like actual space angels, it seems like. And it seems like Hermes is like a space probe that they are sending to an object that they have found either like on Mercury or in space or something. But they've made contact with angels and they have the soul of an angel. And they said they have to do this to prep themselves, I'm assuming, for the demonic forces that are on their way. So this is going to be like a Doom situation. So we got to get the Doomslayer here and ready and prepped. Maybe they're making the Doomslayer. Maybe that they're hooking him up to the Angel engine. Ha ha! This is so cool. Next video.
Video 5. Millennium. Description. People didn't throw $300 billion to $600 billion to fix a problem that didn't exist. People spent $300 billion to $600 billion fixing it, and that's why nothing happened.
The title is just Millennium. We all know what that means. And the description is interesting, but what's really getting me is the video link. It's a dead link. The video is no longer available. I left a comment asking if this is supposed to be the case, or if it was like a temporary upload, or if the link is broken, and I don't want to miss anything. Sup, editing Nick. I checked my comment, and the creator did reply. In regards to the video in the description, there was originally a short clip there, but they decided to put it in the next video and didn't really make sense linking it here. So, creator, if you watch this, I recommend maybe removing the video from the description so people don't get confused, such as myself. But that means there's also more to come in the series, which I am very much looking forward to. So, this is the last video. And what a ride this has been. For such a short series, it is dense. Like, dense. Also, for some reason, the subtitles are in Japanese. Don't know why. Am I dying? Is that the angel? Oh, God. So they're on the moon. I'll translate the Japanese subtitle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Humans land on the moon for the first time, so. Lobbying from the Theosophistical Society of the U.S. encourages NASA to establish a monitoring system on the lunar surface. That is an insane symbol. So, okay, let's dissect this. I know all of these symbols. except the top one. I think that's Arabic. So we've got the swastika, obviously. We've also got the Ouroboros, classic mythology symbol. The act of repeating oneself, or what is it? You're inevitable to destroy yourself kind of thing. It's a cycle. Then we got the Judeo-Jewish star, and then an Ankh, which is like an Egyptian symbol. These are like symbols from all over just every type of thing, everything. And it could be the swastika, or it could be the Buddhist symbol of peace. For those who don't know, the swastika was adopted by the Nazi Party from the Buddhists. So I don't want to put up a picture, but the Nazi one is like slightly tilted, like it is on the screen. The Buddhist one is like straight up and down, and it is literally like their version of the peace sign. Like, you know, the classic like hippie peace sign. That's the Buddhist version of basically peace. So the Nazis adapted that symbol of like, we are like the party of peace, which was so we all saw how that went down. Recording center. Arc. I'll translate these later. The sun. (1983) Using global news networks as a cover, the Theosophistical Society records transmissions of radio waves transmitted from the sun to the Ark. So the Ark is like a giant ass radio tower. Earth leaks radio waves from transmission from across the globe. The Earth leaks radio waves from transmissions across the globe. It is understood that these transmissions are repurposed by the sun to communicate to the Ark. The Theo Society takes this as proof of angelic communications. Okay. So think Bumblebee from Transformers, the Transformers movies, where he uses the radio clips to communicate, like pulls words to form sentences. I think that's what the angelic people are doing. They are taking the radio waves from Earth and then reformatting them to shoot them back at us to communicate with us. I'm still trying to piece together how much of this is actually like physically in space, or if this is a mindscape thing, because we have both of those things going on. 6767.
Festival is expected to attract 1.5 million.
At 159.08 satellite picture. Cloud Shishimai. The sound of the sex.
Y'all, stop! You're hurting my head.
放送局の開局でございます。
1990, concerns about the increasing frequency and intensity of emissions arise within the society. Calculations show that transmissions will reach an unrecordable frequency at the end of 1999. Satellites under the guise of news satellites are sent into orbit to monitor this development. Are they just flicking through like Japanese TV channels? Here we go. Oh, is that it? Over 350 objects are detected approaching from the moon. What's about to happen? Is Y2K about to happen? What the? 1999, 371 of the entities come in contact with major cities around the globe. They spawn a series of children that subsequently kill a total of 145 million humans in urban areas. What the? Oh my god, I'm not reading. I was reading into my head. I was enamored. The Theophysical Society, over the course of the first 2 weeks of 2000, repelled them, having prepared for such an event since 1990. So they knew this was going to happen. You have... Dude? Bohemian Grove? Are you kidding me? So we're doing everything, aren't we? In Bohemian Grove, U.S., an emanation ritual called the Illusion of Care is completed by the Theophysical Society. Though this ritual, the global perception of the events of 2000s are changed, and the lie is disseminated that the damage caused by the demonic entities was from meteoric impacts. The Theosophical Society connects worldwide and establishes the USOF with the directive to restrict, remedy, and resist further demonic attacks from the moon. It's like SCP. Secure, contain, protect, restrict, remedy, and resist. The transmission from the sun cease. Oh. The transmissions from the sun cease. The USOF hijacks the development of the International Space Station in 2007 to create monitoring station Nirvana. Okay, so now we know. So from the description of the other video, that one person is stationed in Nirvana. With it, they investigate the former source of the transmissions, which is, they are confirmed to be angelic. Oh, here we go. So from GHUSOFintelligence.com to another person, I am not taking time out. If I waste any more time sitting around waiting for something to be done about this, I'm going to cause irreparable damage. I understand you, I really do, but I will not accept letting this pass me by any longer. Please understand me when I tell you that if no one else will do this, I will. Hendrickson. Okay, we know who Hendrickson is. Interesting. What's he gonna do? Is that our main character who's like walking around the megastructure? Wherever that is? Okay, so response. Hendrickson, that's not fair. You know the risks here. Your position, your fucking family. Both you and I worked hard to get our chances at both. And now some stray transmission of something you are best to leave alone will threaten that. I tried to be kind before, but if you are going to insist on throwing yourself to the proverbial wolves, what can I do but tell you to take it slow? You're always driven by the excitement of a flight. Don't think of this like that. This is a risky tightrope that you could seriously threaten your life by treading. If you really want to do this, then take my advice and think about this carefully. Tanaka. Tanaka, I'm not emailing you to ask for someone to convince me to stop doing this. I'm set. I told you about this because I trust you to help me if I need it. I know I don't ask, I know something, asked you for anything ever. This is one thing. I know it's not tiny. I will be leaving before the 6th. What is he doing? Oh, damn it. Well, here we go. All right, I got that translated. Subject, regarding Lieutenant Hendrickson's actions and my concerns. Hendrickson is still not convinced. What he does next is up to you. I fear for his safety. He is not completely ignorant to the facility's purpose, but that fragmentary knowledge is dangerous in itself. One transmission, a few records we've neglected to conceal. And Hendrickson is dedicated to the divine messianic mission. If he had even a fragmentary knowledge, he would stop. Tanaka. Are they... So they're hiding something from Hendrickson. Oh, what the f*** is going on? Because they're talking to somebody else. Oh, I got another one again. Next one. We understand your concerns, and we want you to know the opportunities that lie before us. The only person going in there would be someone unaware of the RMF situation. Since Easter, I have been waiting for a chance to salvage the contents of the facility. This is my chance. Hendrickson knows how to use the Hermes Unit 2 system. If he installs it correctly, we can fix our mistake. That's right. His safety is crucial to moving forward from that day. Akihara. I can see that my words are going to fall flat. If you are really going to do this, then at least recover what information you can. You can't waste the risk. This isn't more curiosity, is it? That's exactly what I'll need for you. You know I can't get the full picture alone. I need your expertise. Oh, he's so tilted. I'm not offering myself here. I just want you to know I'm not going to stop you. That doesn't extend to me helping you. It's bad enough you'll put yourself at risk. There's no me into this, and how could you call yourself good? I regret your decisions, but I won't be a part of them. I respect my family enough for this. You are smart enough to know the dangers here. It's Tanaka. There's a child called Tanaka. That's the subject that they were talking about. Just because it isn't my daughter doesn't mean I can't ignore it. It's because I'm a father, I know this is the right thing to do. Huh? Oh, that was fast. I don't think you'd ignore me, Tanaka. This is the most important thing we can do. I'll leave you be while you're busy. Just get back to me when you can. That, I take it back. We aren't helping. We are correcting. I am sure you and I both know who did this. This is our only opportunity to actually do something about it. I say our because I want to do this with you. We are friends. We've been through so much. This can be like one of those times again. Tanaka, if you hate me, that's okay. We don't have to like each other to do this. I respect you still. You've kept this hidden. I'll always appreciate that. You can keep it at that. Perhaps I am selfish. Hendrickson, I'll do this. This one thing. One thing. Once? What the? That can't be it. Please don't be over. So that was Apocrypha Hominis. At least where it is so far. Obviously the story's not over. And I'm really going to try my best to sum up what's going on here. I honestly am still a bit confused. But that doesn't mean I'm not extremely intrigued. I think our main protagonist is Hendrickson. In comparison to these chat logs at the end, this is before he enters that megastructure. I think this structure is on the moon, and it is empty. This is where those attacks came from the moon back at the turn of the millennia when they said there were a bunch of meteor impacts. They did a ritual at Bohemian Grove which made the world forget what happened and think that it was all a bunch of meteors, and then it kind of like faded from like the everyday consciousness of people. Also, it sounds like there was an incident at the RMF facility, which was the mountain in Japan, where obviously I think they tapped into something with that Tektite material. They put it and they separated itself, and they were able to communicate with an angel. And I think what happened is they opened up like a gateway for these demonic forces to attack all of these major cities and kill a bunch of people because they were able to do that. So they want to correct this mistake, and so Hendrickson somehow goes to the moon at that facility, I think. I also think he infiltrates the RMF facility too. So Hendrickson is like our go-to guy. He's the one traversing this megastructure, and he's out in freaking space at this monitoring system. It sounds like he's going to the moon. But man, we got like moons, we got angels that are like aliens, God is a black hole. There's a lot here, and it's spiritual, it's sci-fi, it's liminal, it's got everything. And the thing is, like, there's so much here that does sound like it actually works, and I want more. I want more of this, like, now. And is that really the end? That cannot be the end, because this last video was posted in May. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. I feel like I'm missing a piece. But I know Hendrickson is our guy, and he's looking for something. He wants to talk to the angels, and they just want to talk to God, and they want to prevent another incident from happening like it did at the turn of the millennia, because all of these experiments and stuff are taking place in 2018, and all that stuff happened in the 90s. So I think what they were doing is whenever they, so this attack happened by these demonic forces, which they were able to intercept via this transmission, and I think that they were catching these transmissions, like, what is this transmission? What are these radio signals from the sun? Then they figure out what they are, what it's saying, and it's like instructions on what to do to like separate their consciousness or something. And they're like, oh, okay, so these are angels we're talking to. They somehow figure that out. And once they develop the RMF facility to further communicate with them, it's also through the ARC system. And I think that leads them vulnerable to demonic attacks, and like a huge chunk of the population was killed off. So in order to prevent this from happening again and correct any mistakes on their part, they find this material that was used previously to evolve humans to now evolve us again, so they can communicate with angels directly or fuse with angels in order to fight these demonic forces. They want to make basically angelic soldiers to fight these forces and hold them off. There's so much. This is so interesting. Well, what do y'all think is going on? Because for me, I could interpret this a million different ways. But this A+ material here, even for 5 videos, you got me like translating. You got me looking up stuff. I was hooked. So thank you very much for watching, and please go give this guy some love. This creator needs more subscribers. They have more than me. They're at 1,300 right now, and more people need to watch this. This is good. So please go give them a like, subscribe to them, and also subscribe to me, Drippy Ghost, because I'm your buddy who's here to watch videos with you. That's all I got for you tonight. Bye.